Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a motto, Tomlin and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to today, Thursday, September 5th. It is a B-day around here in Woodland, and it looks like it's going to be a decent day. It's 55 degrees out right now. It's going to get up to 75, and luckily we're not out on the West Coast because they're going to have some unseasonably warm weather for this time of year. Looks like it's going to get up to 100 out in California and Oregon. So be happy that it is only 75, but if you're an outdoor sport, that's probably pretty nice to be practicing for that as well. Other things going on today, we have the food drive for Oxford, and they start school today. Finally, they're getting back into the building. It's been some time. Doesn't look like they have all the buses driving. It looks like they're going to have community stops because now all the school the roads are open, so they're going to be driving around getting their students to school a couple weeks late. Seniors, don't forget, it's college application night. That's going to be Tuesday, September 10th. That's going to be in the auditorium. You get a lot of your questions answered about that college application process. And if you haven't filled out a college application process, you're in for a treat, let me tell you. There's a lot going on there. And if you're looking for some more information on colleges and scholarships and all that, go check out the Media Center where Ms. D'Alexander has assembled a whole bunch of information to get you ready for that. There is a slew of materials, brochures, and whatnot just outside of her desk. Ask her about it, and she will show that to you. The math team, hey, mathletes, you got some workout to do today. You have your meeting today at 1:55. You're going to be in room 323. Don't forget, they have snacks. So if you're looking for another team to join, that would be a good one to go, because I know some other teams, you don't get snacks, you just get laps. I almost rhymed. That's good. That's early in the morning. I'm still getting it on right there. The October PST is coming up. It is going to be on Wednesday, October 16th, and it costs $20 if you're a junior or a sophomore and want to take the PSAT and figure out what the SAT is all about. Need to zen out a little bit? Why don't you check out the Buddha board in the Media Center? It's a water board. It's just a flat surface that you use a brush that's got water on it, and you can draw pictures, and then in a couple minutes it dries and it's gone. So like you didn't exist. It's non-permanent, but it's comfortable. I don't know if you've ever tried it. Anyone try the Buddha board? All right, good. Yes, they can hear you nod on air. So we'll remember that as we move forward. And don't forget to listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or in today's case, thereabouts. I think we were at 7:02. I did my best getting here. All right. Today, in September 5th, the 1957 On the Road by Jack Kerouac hit the bookshelves for the very first time. Have you read that?
I have.
All right.
That was Dr. Frank's favorite book.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It was. That and Sibling Rivalry. What was that book that you had us read for learning how to be better teachers?
Well, that was before me.
Yes. Oh.
I don't know.
Today's birthdays, famously, 1951, Michael Keaton. 1929, Bob Newhart. 1946, Freddie Mercury. Does everybody know what band he fronted? Anyone?
Queen.
Excellent.
Very
good. All right. And in 1847, baby Jesse James was born. I'm sure mom was proud that day, but then after that, it kind of went downhill after that.
Oh, yeah.
And birthday shout out to Mia Swabsky today. Again, I don't have ages, so I'm sure she's some age over 0. Today is also the historically known for the International Day of Charity. To honor the important work that many charities do, in 2012, the United Nations decided to nominate an annual International Day of Charity as a day of recognition and celebration. It is chosen because of the anniversary of the death of one of the most charitable people in the world, Mother Teresa.
I was going to say Mother Teresa. Could only be her.
Yeah, indeed. All right. You want me to jump over to the news desk? I'm covering Tomlin today.
Oh, sure.
And then we'll go to the sports.
Okay.
All right. Over to the news desk with
Amato
this morning.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
This just in international affairs. Tensions rise as North Korea continues the latest campaign, launching balloons filled with trash across the border into South Korea. The move further strains the relationship between the two nations. And in conservation efforts, the United Nations launched the first ever global map showing live migration routes of land-hooved mammals such as zebras and African elephants. This tool is expected to help governments and conservationists better protect these animals whose migration patterns are threatened by human activities and climate change. The Republican-led House Education and Workforce Committee has issued subpoenas to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and the USDA as part of an investigation into the pandemic era aimed at feeding children in the state. And in business and technology, the UK has cleared Microsoft's controversial hiring as several key figures from Inflection AI, finding no violation of competition laws. The decision comes amidst growing scrutiny of tech giants' moves in the AI sector. And unfortunately, in sadder news, a boy was accused of killing 4 people at his high school in Georgia. Colt Gray, 14, was behind internet posts that contained images of guns, warning of a school shooting. And he opened fire Wednesday at Appalachia High School in the center of Winder, killing 2 teachers and 2 pupils. 8 students and 1 other teacher were injured. And
Very sad.
Very sad indeed. Very sad indeed. That's the news. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning. And
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports.
All right.
With Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. One score to report yesterday. Girls volleyball blanked Ansonia 3-0.
blanked indeed.
Right. 2-0 record. Outstanding. Today we have boys soccer away at Ansonia at 3:30. And the football team has a final scrimmage at Bethel at 6 p.m. Good luck, all athletes.
It's a busy Thursday.
It is. Mama's going to bed late tonight.
That's the sports with Mama Manning. Want to introduce our guest this morning?
Sure. This morning we have members of our coveted dance team. Good morning, dancers.
Good morning.
Give us your names. Go down the line.
Genevieve Van Danza.
Evie,
Anna Duffany.
Anna,
Peyton Geary.
Peyton, Gary. No relation to the Garys?
No.
Notice she's smiling.
Yes. Are you proud that there's no relation, or are you upset that there's no relation? There's no wrong answer, really.
There is.
Okay. All right. So, how does the team look this year?
It's
Good.
looking really good.
Yeah.
How many do we have on the team right now?
17.
Oh my Lanta, how hard is it just to get 17 people and teenagers really to do all the same things at the same exact time all the time?
I mean, right now it's not that bad. I feel like we were a pretty cooperative
Yeah.
team, like all working together pretty well. And
We've all been dancing for a long time, I'd say. So we're used to it.
That was one of the questions I have. So you've been dancing for a long time. What got you into dancing? What was that gateway that said, this is one of the things that I want to do and I want to get better at?
oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. You just find fun
Yeah.
to dance. Like, yeah.
Because I feel like I tried a bunch of other different sports and then they never really stuck. But dance was like kind of always there, in the background. And I think it was around 3rd grade when I joined like the performance team at my studio, and that was when I like really liked it. And you find friends there and stuff like that.
So as early as 3rd grade, you
Yeah.
were getting into competitive dance.
Yeah.
Right.
Same for me. I think I started competing in like 5th grade. And yeah, I love the thrill of competing. It's fun to be up on stage, like all the lights, you can see everybody. Yeah, that's what dance team is too.
Like, I think like every mom puts their little girl in dance, and then like it's the only thing that came naturally, like that I enjoyed, because I tried other sports and I just never liked any contact sports. And then like I kept dancing, and over time I just found that like I wanted to get better, and I didn't start competing until I was 10, and then I just loved it.
So one of the things too is like when you're younger, and like you said, like every mom might put their daughter in dance class. Did you do dancing on your own? Was it just something natural? Did you find yourself moving when music was on?
Yeah, I still do. Yeah.
Were you choreographing your own stuff when you were little? Do you remember dances that you did back in the day, as we say?
Yeah.
Do you help choreograph, or do you have moves that you guys work on on the team?
We do help choreograph. So over the summer, we did a couple like captains combos. So we'd like teach a whole team a fun combo, like just for
That we
fun.
made. Yeah.
What goes into choreography? How do you make the decisions and some of the changes that you make in the moves?
You really pick a song that you can like feel out, and then you kind of just move. Honestly, that's how you
Like
keep going.
based on the music.
Yeah.
You kind of.
So you're finding a song that matches your style, your moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip hop
We do hip hop and jazz.
and jazz.
Yes.
Wow. I missed the beginning, so my
No,
apologies.
no worries.
But did you have dance lessons when you were younger?
Yes. Yes.
And that was at like hip hop level, jazz,
I do like
ballet,
all kinds of dance.
All
styles. Yeah.
and those moves will help you.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Anna,
Got to build a foundation.
got to build a foundation. I love
Oh,
it.
that is nice. yeah.
Wow, that was good.
That does bring into another point is so when you're doing a choreographed set, 3 minutes, whatever, how many different types of dance do you put into it? Is it just one style or are you adding different elements of dance?
Well, usually we stick like with one song is one style, or we can go into like there's mixed style dances. I mean, we don't really do that on the team, but yeah.
But
you
it
s-
also depends on the music.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Who selects the music? Is it by committee or is it coach pick?
It
Or
depends because for competition, coach chooses the music. But then when we were doing captain's combos over the summer, we would get to choose which music we wanted to do for our combo.
what's your longest set piece that you do?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
That's how we compete. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot
That's-
longer
that's
than
an
people.
eternity.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot
an
longer than
eternity.
people
Yeah.
can
Because you're
realize.
counting steps, right? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you, when I watch you folks at football games, at basketball games, everybody's synchronous. You're all moving at the same time. And I just say to myself, how do they do that? It looks so well rehearsed.
Thank
It is.
you.
We do practice a
You
lot.
practice a lot, but a lot of it is natural ability, I would say.
We drill that. Yeah. Practice
think
3 times a week.
3
This
times a
team
week.
Wow.
works really well together. Like we all like listen
Awesome.
to each other very well, and like the counts, and like we just work together.
Beautiful. So we'll see you this season for the football games,
Yep. All home football.
the
games.
halftime,
All home football games will be at the pep rally on Friday.
pep rally Friday,
Comp season.
comp season, and then basketball.
Basketball, we do a couple halftime shows.
Couples, not all of them.
Not all.
Because you're practicing for your
Yeah.
competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
how many
busy
competitions will we have this year? Do you know?
I think 7.
season. 7. That's
Wow.
a lot.
I didn't know
So
that.
when does the season actually start? If you want to put a start date on it, because it sounds like it.
Like comp season?
Yeah.
No, like
The
when you're
whole season.
you have tryouts and practice, and then when do you say, okay, that was that season. Now we're starting next season.
Our banquet like ends our season.
Yes.
Okay,
we
so
try out
when's
at
the
the end of our last season. And then
when
we
when
start
is
up in
that?
July.
When's the banquet?
It was like March.
March.
This year.
And then
March.
Tryouts at the beginning of April.
So the April. So April to March.
So it runs a full year.
Big
Oh, and
Well,
it start in
yeah.
July. Yeah.
that's
That's a
long
lot.
season.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot right there.
Awesome.
And you perform at other people's sports as well. So your sport is going out and supporting other sports.
Yeah.
And someone had said, "Oh, we get out and dance in front of everybody and you get the energy from the crowd." Well,
Yeah.
unlike some other people who get out and dance, they have that saying where it says, "Dance like no one's watching." You guys have to always dance like everyone's
Yeah,
watching.
That's terrifying.
I was going to ask, is there a pressure to that? Are you aware of the crowd when you're doing it? Or are you just aware of the people that you're dancing with?
You're aware of the crowd.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's the thing I'm most aware of is like the people are watching me. I can't watch them. I usually look.
Like,
up.
gotta look over them.
Yeah.
Good. Smart. How about the uniforms? What are we wearing this year?
Oh, we got a bunch of uniforms.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we
have
have
a
different
lot.
ones. I didn't know that.
We got a dress. We got a long sleeve and a skirt. We got pants. We have a tracksuit. We got
Yeah.
what else?
I think that's
Wow.
it.
I think that's it.
Those are like our
Black and gold.
Always.
Yeah,
Black and gold.
So multiple uniforms. I didn't know that.
And do you pick that based on the song or whatnot? What goes along
It's
with
on
what?
the temperature.
Yeah.
Oh, based on it. All right. So I guess it has a little more of an objective purpose as well.
I have to ask this question. So a lot of the sports teams have the pasta dinner night before. Do you have little get-togethers or little traditions that you do?
Not before the football games.
No.
During comp season, we try to get together for
We,
a
like,
little.
Get ready every
Yeah.
morning
Mhm.
together.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Every
before
competition.
comp.
We'll meet at like one person's house and we'll all eat breakfast together, and then we'll like do each
Makeup,
other's
our
makeup and
hair,
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, we need a lot of help.
Awesome.
Do we host again this year? Are we having another competition here at Woodland?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, every year.
Dancing in the Woods.
And
Awesome.
usually I know the journalism department broadcasts that as well. So you can
Yes.
catch that if you want to see what's going on there. And I do follow you guys on Instagram. You have one of the best Instagram feeds that are out there.
Ooh,
That
thank
thing is
you.
always
Fantastic.
churning great content. So if you're looking to find them, you can find them on Instagram. You can find them out on the football field. You can find them on the basketball court. You can find them in the hallways of Woodland. Ladies, thank you for coming in this morning. On behalf of the show, I want to remind you that she's Mama Manning. Somewhere in this building is Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
It's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.